This is the campervan I've got for sale. Got several nice outings in it. I've just given it a bit of a polish, so it's looking quite nice in the spring sunshine. Roof bars, lifting roof. Got a bed in the back that folds up, all of which I'll show you in a minute. Nice set of tyres and wheels. All mod cons inside because it's the Highline van on which it's based. Unused tow bar. Yes, it's the 140 horsepower engine. That goes like stick. No, goes like, I'm trying to think of something polite. Anyway, there we are. Let's have a look around this in a bit more detail. So just to show you that it fits in a standard garage, that's a 7 foot by 7 foot frame, standard height, standard width, and it just fits in. This is the engine bay, on it up, 140 horsepower diesel, like the Coke. You can exceed the legal speed limit very easily without realising it. And it's the later engine with the common rail diesel as opposed to the unit injector diesel. So very neat and tidy and clean in there. Battery here. That's one battery, that's the engine starting battery. There's a leisure battery elsewhere on the vehicle, which I'll show you later. Runs very quietly. It's as quiet as a car to drive in, in fact quieter than some cars. Let's have a look inside then. Electric windows of course, all mod cons. The interior is typical VW, just like the car, so all the switches are a bit familiar if you have a VW car. Rubber mats, factory VW components. And then we've got all this modern gadgetry in here. You see there's a thing in the middle there telling me that the door's open, and it does that for all the doors. It'll also, I believe, tell you if one of the tyre pressures is lower than it should be. Quite not how it does that, I'm not sure. It's got the usual sound system. I don't know if you can hear that, if you want to hear that. Then various cubby holes. Load of set of bulbs there for continental touring. Gear levers here in the middle. Got 6 gears. If we put it into reverse, you should see that we get a... Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place, it's over here. It tells you if there are any obstacles in the way when you're reversing. Then when you bring it out of reverse, it will go back. I thought it would go back, but it does go back. Okay. Down here, hopefully you can see the mileage. It's at 22,189 at the moment. Trip meter alongside it. Oh, you can see that the radio's gone back now to the... what's actually on the display at the moment. More switches and things up the top here. Leather seats, that's the passenger seat, double passenger seat with seat belts. In leather, matches the ones in the back, which you won't be able to see at the moment because it's too dark I think, but we'll have a look at that in a moment. Two keys we've got, that's one of them, the other one in the house, and we've got controls on the steering wheel in the normal way. Light switch down there. got window controls and mirror controls on the door there. Okay, let's turn that radio off. We'll drive us all mad. We'll turn the engine off and have a look round. So, we've got a good set of tyres here, Nally wheels. You can possibly see the brake disc in there, which is in fine condition. No bodywork damage other than the odd stone chip now and then, here and there. That's the connection for the external main supply when you're camping. Another good tyre there, another alloy wheel and another good disc. Now this caravan was based on what they call a window van, which is like an estate car, so it's actually got the sliding door both sides, which is a bit of a one on this side, of course, only reveals the back side of the kitchen unit. But if you put an awning on this side of the van, it would make a serving hatch from the kitchen, which is just inside here, of course. So one sliding door that side, and we've also got a sliding door the other side. And we've got the rear hatch here, a lift up tailgate, which takes itself up on gas rams and provides quite a decent sized roof. And that's the folded up rock and roll bed inside there. Again, same upholstery to match the front seats. And we've got fire extinguisher, a couple of lockers. This one's just general storage. Inside that bag there we've got the hook-up lead, and quite extensive space in there for bits and pieces. This handle here stored on this lid is for winding out the awning. And then in here we've got the gas, and in front of that there's a leisure battery which provides 12 volt electrics when you're not hooked up to the mains. We've also got an aerosol for blowing up punctured tyres there. So we'll shut that for the moment. We'll have a look at the awning later. We've got a tow bar on the back which has never been used as far as I'm aware. It certainly looks spotless clean, no grease on it or anything, so I suspect it's never been used. And then up stored on the underside of the tailgate is the picnic table, which goes into the front when you want to use it. All carpet lined inside now, insulated, and then we've got the electric switch panel there, which looks after the electrics, the charging of the leisure battery and the charging of the car battery, and the 12 volt lighting and all the various bits and pieces. There's a little LED light here which is useful when you're inside. There's another LED light that's at the front. So we'll shut that for a minute. Very easy to do, one-handed. And you can see here that this van was a Highline, which is the top spec van. So it's got things like cruise control and aircon, which you don't get on the more basic builder's vans. Okay, now this is the other side of the sliding door, which opens up to reveal the rock and roll bed again. Now there's the other side of it, the same upholstery of course. And then we've got a one-piece laminate floor, I think you'd call it, with a bit of a sparkle to it, and a nice rubber step here which is undamaged. And the bed comes out. I put a little lever under here, and it comes out quite easily like that. It provides a full-length double bed can take people in excess of 6 foot because there's some spare space for your feet to hang over. You can see the picnic table in the beside the tailgate at the back there again. And that locker is what they call the wardrobe. And that's just a general locker, and then we've got 2 more lockers up there. So it's quite well off for storage space. And then down here we've got the kitchen affair. A little fridge here. If I can work it with one hand, yes indeed. Right, little fridge, clean, with a freezer compartment at the top. Oops. So this is a well, I forgot what it is now. It's not the usual. Oh, I've got to just say it's a proper compressor fridge like you get in your domestic home fridge. It's not one of these absorption fridges that work off gas like they used to have in caravans. So you get a decent fridge. Down there there's a little security box or safe with its own key. Strong box. In here we've got a cutlery tray. And then these bars offer the table to clip onto in any position you want it. They can slide backwards and forwards. Okay, now the question is, we've got incidentally at the back here we've got 2 seat belts. So this is a 2 travelling seats as well as a double bed when you're stopped. Now I'm going to see if I can put the bed back with one hand while I'm holding the camera with the other hand. Right, so once you get the initial lift done, it more or less puts itself away. So I'll just push that with my knee. Then we've got another little drawer here. We've got the so-called wardrobe here, with lights inside, LED lights, and the leisure battery is down under that hatch there. There's a little cubby hole, again with a light. Then we've got these 2 upper lockers here. 1, 2. And in here a sink with tap. And that's provided with water by this water carrier down here, which has a pump in it. And there's more shelving in there. Now that's the back of the passenger seats over there with pockets either side, and that's the driver's seat. So if we want to turn that seat round, which makes this into a bit of a sitting area with 2 people facing each other, you have to undo these knobs here, slide it back and spin it round, which I'll see if I can do with one hand. So those come out. The seat has to be very secure to the floor because the seat belts are attached to the seat. So if the seat isn't secure, the seat belts aren't secure. And that's the way it's done like that is so that you can spin the seat round, of course. If the belts were attached like they are normally in a car, you wouldn't be able to move the seat round. So that comes off. Then we can open the passenger door. This is the other side of the front cab. Now then, here's the seat. This has got 2 seat belts here and 1 for the driver. So that's 5 travelling seats in total. Now that just slides back. And once it's slid back, it does that on little rollers. So it's very easy to do. Easier than it is with one hand. I'm using one hand at the moment. So the passenger seat has to be pulled right back to that position. Once you've got it back like that, you can just spin it round quite easily with one hand. And then you can push it back forward again. So you end up with quite a generous seating area, and you can put the table in the middle or in what position you prefer. So if I sit in the back seat, you can see quite a big space between me and the other seat, and the driver's seat's over there. So it makes a very sociable little seated area. As I say, it's all carpet lined in here. There's another little LED light here, look. That works off the 12 volt leisure battery. Carpet lined ceiling, all nice and cosy, all fully insulated. Some jazzy little lights down there and another one there for the footwell. So what I'm going to do now is put the roof up, which I cannot do one-handed. So I'll put the camera down again in a minute while I just sort that out. But what I have to do is to undo those buckles there, which are on the restraining straps, and then just push it upwards. And you can see the fabric part of the roof is tucked away up there, look. Now I've got the pop top roof up. Very easy to do if you've got two hands free, but not so easy with one hand free. It looks a trifle crumpled because it hasn't been out for a while, but the fabric part of it is all in good condition. We've got roof bars on the top there, so you can carry extra cargo up there as long as it's not too heavy. And you see we've got air vents either side. Those haven't got any waterproofing in them unless you shut them. Whereas the one at the front is just a transparent plastic window. Then if we look inside, you see we've got full headroom. I'm 6 foot and I can stand in there no problem. You can see out of the front window, and these are the netting covered side windows, which you can shut with these panels. As it goes all the way round. And when they're open, there's press studs here so that you can roll them up neatly. So that's one side, the other side's still open, look. Here's the gas rams. Now that pair actually are holding up this big panel here which forms the bed. So if I pull on that, we've now got a bedroom for two small persons, two children perhaps. Again, nicely carpet covered. And that again just goes up very easily. I've just noticed a strap at the back there which I've never seen before. That must be to pull the sides in when you're folding it up so they don't get caught. Okay, and then these are what you pull on to get it down, because you have to pull against the gas ram to get it down. And when you want to not use the bed but have the headroom downstairs, you just push that up again and the gas rams help you take it up. Right, there's some ledges along the side here, which is the original roof of the van of course, but a handy place to put bits and pieces, and again all nicely carpet covered. So that's the thigh armour awning erected. Erecting it is a matter of winding a handle, as you see here. That winds the mechanism up there, and out it pops on these two arms. And before you get these support legs down, it's necessary really to have somebody to support it, support the weight of it as it uncomes until it comes out. Okay, and it just rolls up neatly again by reversing the winding of the handle. So that gives you a nice covered area, extension to the living quarters really. A nice sunny day. As you can see the top of it if I hold it up in the air. Not all opened out because it's centred on the big sliding door, of course. So if you're inside the vehicle, you've got this sheltered porch area outside. That's the view looking out through the sliding door. All set up for the summer. All in good condition. Isn't even faded with the sun.